Now let's look at expressions. Though we've written so many expressions, but we've not defined it formally. So what is an expression? An expression is a combination of values and operators that produces a single value. For instance, 10 plus 5 is an expression. This is a value, this is a value, and this is an operator. So this is a combination of values and an operator, and it produces a single value. So this expression evaluates to 10 plus 5, which is equal to 15. Now let's look at another example. We'll have 2 multiplied by 3. This is also an expression. And this expression evaluates to a value, which is 2 times 3, which is equal to 6. So we'll have 6. If we have something like 10 minus 4 plus 2, this is also an expression. And in this expression, we have 2 operators and 3 values. So this particular expression evaluates to 10 minus 4, which is 6, plus 2, which is 8. Apart from using raw values in expressions, we can also make use of variables. For instance, we can have num1 is equal to 10, and we'll have num2 is equal to 5. And so num1 plus num2 is also a valid expression. We can wrap an expression inside of a variable, or better still, we can assign an expression to a variable. Like we can have value is equal to num1 plus num2. This expression, of course, is going to evaluate to a value, which is subsequently assigned to this variable. And in this case, num1 is 10 and num2 is 5. So what this means is that this expression is going to evaluate to 15, which means that value is equal to 15. So let's print out the value. We'll have print value, and of course, we have 15 as our value. So let's look at this expression. Here we have value is equal to 10 multiplied by 5 minus 7, let's say plus 10. Let's print it out. We'll have print value. Okay? So this means that value is equal to 53. Now let's have value is equal to, let me copy the expression and paste it here. So by this time around, I'm going to be wrapping 5 minus 7 inside of a parenthesis. So I have opening parenthesis and a closing parenthesis. So let me print out the value again. So this time around, we'll have our value to be minus 10. And this brings us to what we call operator precedence. When we say operator precedence, we're talking about which operations get evaluated first in an expression. And so we have in arithmetic operations what we call ped mass. What this means is parentheses, exponentiation, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. So if we have this expression, value is equal to this, what this means is that because we have multiplication here, multiplication is going to be evaluated before subtraction. In line with the ped mass, if we have parentheses, tens in parentheses are going to be evaluated first, followed by exponentiation, followed by division, multiplication, then addition and subtraction. And in this case, we don't have parentheses. We don't have exponentiation. We don't have division. So first, starting from the left, multiplication is going to evaluate first, which is 10 times 5, which is 50. Then we're going to perform subtraction, which is 50 minus 7, which is going to give us 43. Then 43 plus 10 will give us 53. Now let's look at the other example, which is this particular one. So let me copy it and paste it here. And in this case, starting from the left, we'll have 10 multiplied by, in line with the Pedman's principle, expressions inside of the parentheses are going to be evaluated first. Inside this parenthesis, we'll have 5 minus 7, which is equal to minus 2. We're now going to multiply minus 2 by 10. So what this means is 10 multiplied by the outcome of the expression inside of the parenthesis, which is minus 2. And this will give us 10 times minus 2, which is minus 20. Minus 20 plus 10 is going to give us minus 10. And that is how we came about minus 10. So whenever you have an expression and you don't really know what is going to evaluate, break it into parentheses. Let's say we have this expression, value is equal to 1 plus 2 raised to power 3 minus 67. And let's print the value. We have minus 58. Let's say you had wanted to add 1 and 2 before exponentiation. Ordinarily, you cannot be able to do that the way it is, but with the use of parentheses, and since parentheses has a higher precedence than exponentiation, it is going to evaluate first before the exponentiation. So to get that outcome, we're going to wrap 1 and 2 inside of a parenthesis. So we're going to have the opening parenthesis here and the closing parenthesis here. And of course, this is going to give us a different expression because in this expression, we're going to evaluate 1 plus 2 before the exponentiation and then the subtraction. And if we run this program this time around, it is going to give us minus 40. So if you want to change the evaluation of your expression, maybe to give you a given outcome, you can always make use of the parenthesis, but don't abuse it.